Ciao, benvenuti, and welcome back to our channel, Move to Italy Now. Today we want to take you on a quick tour of a little piece of our Italian journey, and that is how we turned a old, oversized water tank into a workshop and also a beautiful terrazzo.
Right now we're standing on the terrazzo on top of the old water tank.
Ciao, benvenuti, and welcome back to our channel, Move to Italy Now. Today we're going to be talking about how we converted an old water tank into a maintenance building. Now let me just set the scene real quick. We had about 100 feet away from our home, there was a big water tank. It was like 12 by
40 inside dimension.
Inside dimension and about 8 feet high. And that held the water for the house, although it was overkill because we did not get that much rainwater. So the rainwater came from the ceiling, the roof, of our home. And then there was this long white pipe from the house that extended 100 feet to that maintenance building, which was a water tank at the time.
And from the roof of the house, so we're talking at least 20 feet up in the air.
It was visible, and it wasn't quite the look that I was going for.
No. And the fact that we were digging a well anyway, there was no need to collect water in this manner. The whole way it had been plumbed was very inadequate, and it was very ugly. We just couldn't live with it. So this is what we did. Now, the good news is that when we did some research on the building, the structure was fantastic. It was a rectangular cube of reinforced concrete, 12-inch thick, 1 foot thick walls. So it was a great structure.
But it was not the look we were going for, and it was also quite inefficient.
Right, it really was. So having dug the well and put the tanks, we still had 15,000 liters of storage and higher up the hill too, so we could do gravity feed. It worked out real well. Now, with the structure, because it was a good structure, all we really had to do was gain access to it, bring electricity and water. But that was a challenge. Mind you, a 1 foot thick reinforced concrete wall, we were going to have to bore through this thing. And so what we chose to do is do it symmetrical, because Gia loves symmetry.
I love symmetry.
And so we bored a 2 meter wide doorway in this 1 foot thick concrete wall. And then I built barn doors, sliding doors to cover it, to close it in. So that worked out real well. We brought in 3-phase electric for power tools, which later proved to be a really good idea. And of course, water, which later we ended up down the road, it was probably 2 years later, we ended up putting a bathroom out there too. So we're glad we did all the underground work to make this happen. So here I am just walking from the villa up to the, what I now call my shop, the outbuilding here. And of course, I don't have to tell you what a gorgeous view that is out there. So behind me here is where we bored through, and I can't find the video of it, but it was like a super powerful jackhammer put onto an excavator, and they busted through this concrete wall here, 2 meters wide by 2 meters high. And then I built these barn doors here just to be able to close it in, although I like leaving them open. And they're just sliding barn doors. It's been working for me. I'm very happy with it. So here we are going into the old water tank. And right now, I mean, there's nothing to brag about here. It's just a big storage area in the back. Still, many of the things that were personal effects in the villa. Because remember, we acquired this property with all of their personal effects. That actually helped me to negotiate a better price because they didn't have to come back down from Florence and clear everything out. So I'm using this for storage here. And I brought in a lot of big steel shelving, but then this portion of it here is my workshop, and I have been able to make some nice projects with it, actually. I've got just enough equipment to do some damage. And the wood you see in the back there, most of it is olive. The olive came from the olive trees on the property. I'll show you. I've been drying out for almost 4 years now, the wood, so I can use, and I've been able to make some furniture and other things for pagliarazzi. It's come in very handy.
So this is the door to the ruin, and you can see that, or I should say doorway, because you can see that the door has been removed. Carlo removed the door, and he made an entranceway to the villa.
So you remember seeing those old doors up against the shop, the two entry doors that I pulled from both the upper and the lower ruins. These gates here I modified from the front doors. They were obviously taller, but because it was rotten on the bottom, I had to cut that out. I had to completely modify them. The entire framework, as well as these panels, are solid chestnut wood. How old they are, I really can't say. I know it's definitely over 100 years old, but could be much, much more. I don't know for sure. They've been modified, and I got them to work just fine. It was great. And so what I did is I have the old apparatus on there, and they open up to make a nice entry garden gate like that. Then I thought, man, it's got a really cool lock. Man, that would be so cool if I had a key to it. So I decided to go back into the upper ruins again, and I looked and looked, and nailed to one of the doorposts was the key. So here we go. And here I use some of the doors and windows from the ruins to design and build gates in our garden.
We've showed you a few of the videos so that you get an idea of exactly what the process was, and you feel more connected to it. But we're going to talk more about this and other things in future videos, so please stay tuned and share this video with your friends and family if you liked it.
Ciao.
Ciao. Until next time. A la próxima. If you like this video, please be sure to share it with your loved ones or your friends, and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next video.
See you next time.
Ciao.